to be on my show. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be on my show. Woo! Hey, hey, hey. Sunday evening, 10 p.m. And of course, you got Brown on Cleveland inside the Little Hut podcast. And as I told you guys last week or the early part of this week, I was going to have a special broadcast tonight at 10 p.m. I know I should be asleep, but shoot, I'm up here wiping my eyes because your girl is tired. But listen, don't forget that the podcast is always brought to you by, first and foremost, Aletha Johnson of Dream Team Realty. It doesn't matter if you're looking for a single home, commercial property, or new development. Aletha Johnson is my favorite realtor, and I want you to be her favorite person too. So, like her, and she'll like you, and she will help you out. You can call her at 216 375 3681. 216 375 3681. Yeah, but listen, you guys are inside the Little Hut podcast. All talk, no gossip, and maybe just a little bit of drama or some shiggity boo. Because I don't know who would actually sit inside the Little Hut podcast with me. But listen, tonight, I have a special guest all the way from Dolton, Illinois. And her name is Miss Kiana Belcher. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Now, you guys, she say she wonderful right now, but y'all know how I do it. She may not be so wonderful by the time we get done. And also, too, I got my little sis hanging out with me inside the hut. She's over there hiding, and her name is Deanna Taylor Moore. Just say hello.
Hey, y'all.
Told y'all she was inside the little hut. But listen, glad to have you today. Absolutely. Now, everybody knows that the Power Zone Sisters of Strength conference at the Juke Joint is sold out. It's been sold out for 3.5 weeks. And a lot of people have been asking me, how can I come? How can they get in? Well, they can't because it is sold out. And I must say that you are part of the reason as to why the conference is sold out. So I welcome you to the city of Cleveland. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here
Yeah,
and honor to take part in the conference tomorrow. I think it's
absolutely.
going to be an amazing event.
How did you get here?
I flew.
You flew?
I flew courtesy of the commission,
Oh, okay. The Black Women
the
Commission
Black Women
and the
Commission.
the Women Commission for Education and Training. Because you guys, hey, this is how we do it. We take care of our special guests. But listen, Miss Belcher, you are a trustee with the Township of Dalton, or is this the city of Dalton?
This is the village of Dolton.
The village of Dalton.
Yes.
And what is the population?
The population right now is 21,300 and about 16.
Okay, so you guys are a tad bit smaller than a Cleveland ward because most of our wards are about 25,000 people. But know the fact, most people have been following, okay, the city of Dalton. I mean, honestly, they really have. And according to every single news media in this here United States of America, including outside of the USA, even in Russia, where Putin is, they say, this is not me, but they say that you guys are the most talked about city in the United States
That would probably be true right now. Yes.
right now. Is there a reason why? And I really don't want to get into y'all business, but it is pretty
It is
funny.
because we have the worst mayor of the United States right now. So, yes, it would be fair to say that we are the most talked about because we have the worst sitting mayor in the village of Dalton right now.
But that's what the media says.
And
So I just watch you guys on YouTube because I find you guys to be pretty hilarious. But let me ask you this: how long have you been a trustee,
this is my first term. I've been a trustee 3.5 years.
and how long have you guys had the current mayor?
She's been in office 3.5 years as the mayor.
as the mayor. And before that, she was a trustee.
She was a trustee for 8.
And when she was a trustee, I don't want to make this about the mayor, but when she was a trustee, I was watching the YouTube videos. She was no joke as a trustee. She wanted everything to be transparent. She wanted accountability. She wanted responsibility, and she wanted to make sure that whatever the mayor was doing, she wanted to be upfront and know exactly how every single dollar was being spent. That was y'all mayor. I'm just saying. That's not me. I'm just
That's
saying,
true.
mayor. Mayor, I'm just saying.
That's true, and that's how she got so many people to be a part of her team when she decided to run for mayor, because she was an advocate for the constituents, and she was making valid points that, being transparent and things that's going on. So at that time, as a trustee, that is absolutely correct.
All right, Brown Cleveland. Well, I'm gonna say this. I am fond of your mayor. So I don't know if your mayor entertains herself with the Little Hut podcast, but just for the record, um, I find your mayor to be very, very interesting. There's something that I stole from her. I did, and I'm gonna give her credit for it. She got this saying, and she talks about the secret squirrel meetings. And I often find myself now saying and telling people, y'all better not be having a secret squirrel meeting. What exactly does she mean by that? Because I know what I mean by it. Brown on Cleveland.
Um, she means that we have meetings and she chooses not to come to the meetings. So once she makes the decision not to come to the meetings, she calls the meetings a secret squirrel meeting. She's invited to those meetings.
Okay.
Um, since she's locked us out so many times of the village
Oh,
hall, we have
okay.
to take our meetings elsewhere. So as long as we have a quorum and we're conducting business and give 48-hour notice, we're having a legitimate meeting.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I don't wanna make this about her. I'm just happy to have you here in the city. Um, we have a women's conference tomorrow. It's going to be held over in the city of Garfield, over at, Flavor Southern Cuisine. It's a little intimate place owned by an African American woman. Her name is, Rhonda Stubbs Tatum. You guys actually look alike. When you see her, you're gonna be amazed, and I told her. And she's probably one of the best chefs here in Cuyahoga County. Tomorrow, what can we expect from Trustee Kiana Belcher? Brown on Cleveland inside the little hut.
I think you'll be able to expect, a wealth of
Okay.
information, some positive energy.
What?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely positive. I'm all about making sure we uplift one another. Women power is the thing. So I'm definitely about making sure
Okay.
we uplift one another. And I think it'll be maybe some things that you didn't even know about.
Okay. Well, there are a lot of things that we don't know about you, but the ladies you met the ladies today, some of the ladies over at our board meeting, and I'll tell you this, they are very excited to have you here in our great city called Cleveland, Ohio, but more so Cuyahoga County. So a lot of people know that you are here, and I'm quite sure that a lot of people over in Illinois know you are here. Yay?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. I make sure that my tribe know where I'm
Okay, very good. So, what was their response when you told them that you had been invited to the city of Cleveland to join the Sisters of Strength Power Zone Conference? Brown Oak, Cleveland.
Well, the trustees and the clerk have a very special bond, so we encourage one another. Most of us get invited to
But
different things, but
what
coming to Cleveland,
what was their response?
go ahead, Kiana, knock them out.
Knock who out? Knock the women of Cleveland?
No, go ahead as very being positive. Make
Okay.
sure you go out and represent the village of Dolton in a very positive manner because there's so much negative attention on us right now.
Okay. So why didn't some of your village buddies join you here in Cleveland?
They did wanna come. Once we
Okay.
realized that it was sold out, which
Yeah.
was a wonderful thing, they just said, "Just keep us abreast of what's going on. Maybe somebody will video it so they can see it." But they were very supportive of
Very
me being
supportive.
here.
Okay. Do you guys have like any women groups in the city of Dalton that you're part of? Pretty much that well, I know for one, our organization is unmatched. So for me to say do you guys have any organizations like ours? I would be setting you up for failure because I know you don't have it. Brown and Cleveland, y'all know who I do it, right? I know they don't have what we have. But do you guys have anything like on a smaller scale where you can kind of like compare to what we do here in the city of Cleveland? Brown on Cleveland. Little hateful talk right there. Go ahead.
Not so much as
Okay.
in the village of Dolton. We
Okay.
don't. We do have something called When Girls Get Together, where
Okay.
it's a mentoring program for younger girls that's
Okay.
coming up and
Okay.
letting them see positive role models.
Okay.
But we don't have that in Dolton right now as a women's
So y'all don't have
commission.
like a Black Women Commission. Y'all don't have like a Women Commission for Education and Training, anything like that.
Not in the village of Dolton.
Okay. Well, would you be one to be willing to start something like that?
It's positive. I just have to do a little bit of research, but I think that is something that we definitely can incorporate.
Absolutely. Because what we do here, it's all about encouraging our women to succeed, number one. And then two, we believe that you move outside the box. And sometimes, in order to get inside the box, to sit at those decision making tables where any decision that's being made have the ability to impact everyday women. So we move with caution, but we always hit our ball outside the ballpark. We make home runs every single time. Before I reached out to you, had you ever heard of the Black Women Commission of Cuyahoga County or the Women Commission of Education and Training?
No, I had not.
No. So why would you want to come to this great city and sit down with somebody as great as I am? And yeah, kid you not, see, this is how we empower our women and the ladies of our commission.
Well, after speaking with you, following got the email and speaking with
But I
you.
had to chase you because you were scared. You were brown on Cleveland. You guys know how I do it, right? So let me tell y'all something. Y'all know my favorite word is joker. Let me tell you. Nah, y'all American take this back. Activity, and you can use this against her, but you better not, because I may come down to Dalton. But y'all know me. When I called her, she, she was scared, y'all, right? She said, well, I gotta talk to somebody because we gotta make sure. I guess she wanted to make sure this was no shiggity boo, right? It wasn't a private interview that I was trying to get because as a reporter myself, y'all know that when I do a story, I'm definitely gonna do my research. But I have never written a story about the city of Dalton. I've never wrote a story about the mayor. My thought has always been, because I'm so much on the outside, I don't live there, right? I'm not going to write something about, you know, a city in another state when I'm not there. So that was just only fair. But the reason why you were selected, we were in the process of planning our conference because we hadn't had one in 2 years. And I was looking for someone fresh, someone new, someone that people had heard about but don't really know, haven't met. But I like the fire that I saw when I would always see you on YouTube. You were that trustee that always made me giggle, go grab my popcorn, because you would just say some stuff, to the mayor to let her know I'm nothing to play with. Brown on Cleveland.
Well, thank you. That's a courtesy and a compliment.
Yes, it is.
But I feel like I am an advocate for the people.
For the people.
And if they elected me in that seat, I am supposed to represent them well. And when I see nonsense and
Shiggity boo.
shiggity boo, I make sure I call it out then. I
Okay.
don't have to wait until next week to call it out. I'm going to call it out then.
Okay.
So that's probably where people see a lot of tension between myself and the mayor, because I'm going to call her out on her stuff.
Well, actually, I don't see tension. That's not what I see. I see a trustee speaking up on behalf of the people. So I don't see tension. I can't go into any quorums or hallways, quadrant talking about negativity because when people are out of order and there needs to be a point of order, it's not negativity. It's simply that I'm trying to get you back on track where you should be, right? And if you're in the seat really to serve the people, you will take that as a gesture of a compliment, not as a gesture of a beat down, because we all have to be corrected. So, no, I didn't see it like that. I see you just saying, listen, don't want to be part of that. This is where we should be, and this is where the people want us to be, and we were elected to do as the people want us to do. And that's actually to move our village forward. So that's the way I see it. But I have a question for you. Every time I watch, this is Brown on Cleveland, special guest, Kiana Belcher from Dolton, Illinois. Every time I watch YouTube, um, I've always questioned why you are the only one that has a photo in front of you. My first thought was, is she a narcissist? Um, is she so in love with herself that she has to keep looking at herself? I mean, everybody knows in this region, I love videos. I love pictures. Everybody knows it, right? My hair never changed. It's always together because it's my signature. Don't get it twisted. It's my signature, right? Got long hair, but it's just my signature. But you sit there in meetings with your picture in front of you, Brown on Cleveland. Please explain that to us.
Well,
Or you can save it for the conference, but tell us. We want to know. Okay.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
During the holiday break,
Hmm.
um, we were coming into a meeting, and the previous meeting, I had stated to the mayor about her purchasing a Tahoe for $149,000. I had got a copy of the lease from my viewpoint, which is a system that we use, and she stated that her signature wasn't on there.
Wait. Let me say this. The last mayor who purchased something of that magnitude was Kwame Kilpatrick,
Kilpatrick.
and he went to prison. Proceed. And his
Okay.
mother was a U.S. Congressperson. Proceed.
So,
And he got pardoned by Trump. But anyway, proceed.
in the middle of a meeting, I look up
Mhm.
and I realized that on the wall, my picture is not up there with all the other elected officials.
So did it fall down?
So we were going into executive session.
Uh-uh.
No,
This is
no,
Brown on Cleveland. Did the picture fall down?
no, the picture was taken down. I was informed that the picture was taken down.
Okay, go ahead, Brown on Cleveland.
So we went into a meeting and I asked the mayor,
Mhm.
Mayor, can you tell me why my picture is down? Girl, I don't know what you're talking about. That was her response to me. And so I said, okay. I waited a couple of days. I asked a couple of other staff, do
Talking about
y'all
some shiggity
know
boo.
why my picture is down? I even went to the cleaning people and they was like, oh, that picture was sitting on the wall because over the holiday, every time the mayor walked past, she would kick at it.
Okay, let me ask you this. Does the mayor have a sight problem?
Not
Is
to
she
my
is she
knowledge.
partially blind?
Not to my knowledge.
The reason why I'm asking is because I know darn well Mayor Tiffany Henyard is not walking around a room acting like somebody stole her cheap ass bicycle, and she's so mad that she kicking stuff. So maybe this day, maybe she had lint in her eyes. She just couldn't see. So I'm gonna get a mayor pass, but proceed, Brown on Cleveland.
So I went and got a picture made
Okay.
and I said that I will bring it to every board meeting until my picture is back on the wall. So the picture that sits in front of me on my podium was a copy of the picture that I had made that would come to the meeting with me until my elected official picture is back up on the wall.
Who's responsible for making sure the photos are on the wall?
The mayor has control of that.
The mayor has control. Does the wall have a name?
No.
You know, this is pretty interesting. Let me tell you a quick story. We have a city in Cuyahoga County. The city is called Richmond Heights. There's a female mayor. Her name is Mayor Kim Thomas. They have, as her lawyer told me when they tried to threaten me, and I sent him, Ronnie, dum dum. They have a wall. It's called a nameless wall. And on the nameless, I mean shameless. I mean, shame, nameless wall. Shame, yeah, shameless, nameless wall. They have a picture of all of their mayors, right? The first African American woman mayor of Richmond Heights was a lady named Misha Hedden. When Mayor Kim Thomas took office, and y'all can tell her to tune in to Lil Hut podcast, y'all know y'all mayor don't want no part of this. So when she became mayor, from my understanding, she would go around talking about she was the first African American mayor. That is so far from the truth, right? So when a group of women approached me and said, "Hey, Kimberly Brown, this is an issue maybe you need to address." We went to the city of Richmond Heights and we found everybody's picture on the wall, but the first black woman mayor. So of course we protested in front of City Hall. We had her on the news. Lo and behold, the mayor says she didn't have anything to do with it, but the mayor controls the wall because the wall is at the city hall, right? So the mayors do control the wall.
Yes.
They do control the wall. But long story short, it was very unfortunate that we had to publicize a wrongdoing to make something so right. So I commend you for now that I understand why that picture is there. I won't think that you're a narcissist.
Well, thank you.
I won't think that you have a big ego. I think that you're just proving a point. And I'm a little mistaken because I just didn't know why. And how long have you been handling your picture there, though?
The picture has been up there about 9 months.
9 months. And have you talked to Mayor Henyard about just putting the picture back up?
I spoke to her once about it, and I've spoke to the village administrator a couple of times
But
about
didn't he
it.
get fired?
The
Keith
village
Freeman?
Keith Freeman is not fired. Keith Freeman still works for the village of Dolton.
Oh, well, somebody didn't tell the truth on YouTube.
Well, they tell a lot of lies.
Oh, Mr. Freeman, I stand corrected because I thought you got booted in your ASS. Don't apologize, but it's just what it is. It's all over YouTube that he was fired.
Yes,
They
no.
said that he was working with the Fed. See, that's why you can't believe rumors, right? But YouTube is nothing but entertainment. So of course that's not true. But in lieu of the fact you spoke with Mr. Freeman, Mr. Freeman is the chief of staff.
Mr. Freeman is the village administrator.
So does he have the ability to put the picture back up?
He does. It is locked in the mayor's office.
The picture?
The picture.
So does the mayor have it on her wall?
I don't know. Maybe she liked looking at me. I'm almost flattered at this point.
I would be flattered too. Maybe the mayor got it at home in her big old living room, right? Or maybe it's in the big old. She still got the Tahoe.
She still has the Tahoe.
Maybe the mayor got it, in the Tahoe. Maybe she enjoys your picture. So we're gonna leave that right there. Oh Jesus. Okay. Enough about the city of Dolton. Listen, our women are excited tomorrow. What can we expect tomorrow when Kiana Belcher takes that microphone? Brown on Cleveland.
Fire.
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 Deanna, did you hear? Fire. Fire.
Fire, yes.
Fire.
Excitement.
Okay.
Positivity.
Positivity.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we just have to wait and see. Do
Have
you
to wait
do
and
you
see.
want to give us a hint or it's just an element of surprise?
An element of surprise. So can I be a little truthful right now?
Well, let me say this to you. I hope that you have already been truthful.
No, yes, absolutely.
Because
I'm
one
saying
thing little sister tell you is this.
Mhm.
You don't want to be in what?
The Brown report.
You don't want to be in a Brown
I
report,
don't want to be in the Brown
but you're
report.
already inside the Little Hut podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so be
So
truthful. What?
most of my engagements or conversations when I do
Yes.
speak come straight off cuff.
Okay.
So I try to get key points of things that I know that I want to touch on,
Okay.
but it's always about the energy in the room that brings out the best in me.
Okay, well, the energy in the room is going to be totally epic, right? There's going to be fireworks everywhere. The women are going to have a good time. We're going to eat. We're going to socialize. We have some special guests coming. We have the mayor from Garfield Heights. He's going to grace us with his presence, as well as some other presidents of other Black women organizations. So I'm on fire, right? You'll have some elected officials. You'll have some CEOs. You'll have people who run their own nonprofit. You'll have everyday women. I mean, every type of woman you can think of will be there. Married, divorced, single, go figure, go figure, whatever the case may be. They're going to be up in that room. And again, they're going to be excited to hear you deliver a most powerful message. I'm excited, right? So we're just looking to have a good time. But again, thank you for coming to the city of Cleveland. If you could share anything with us on the do's and the don'ts from whence you came, where you are, what would you tell our elected officials here in this region? Brown on Cleveland inside the Little Hut podcast with Trustee Kiana Belcher from Dolton, Illinois.
I would say that when taking the oath, you take an oath to represent thousands of people.
Okay.
And you have to make sure in their representation, you do the best you can for those thousands of people. So being open, transparent, and the voice is what you should be as a good elected official.
All right. Quick question. Presidential election. Your thoughts. Brown on Cleveland.
I'm using my black vote.
Presidential election. Any fears?
I'm scared.
Presidential election. One of my close buddies, she said, I told her, I said, I think that I may sit this presidential election out. She said, uh, Kim, this is the time that, listen to her words, we have to vote for the lesser of the two evils. So let me understand this, get your thought. We're going to wrap this up. She said the lesser of the two evils. So my interpretation is we got two evil people. That's pretty sad. But one is not as evil as the other. She said the lesser of the two evils. I spoke with my mama. My mama said, well, a no vote for somebody is a yes vote for somebody else. So we got to vote for the lesser of the two evils. Everywhere I go, they say, not one evil. They say two evils. Hot seat, Kiana Belcher. See, you never know where I'm coming from. Your thoughts, y'all, we going to wrap this thing up. Brown on Cleveland.
Kiana Belcher is not going back. Kiana Belcher will be voting for Kamala Harris.
Brown, 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 simply brown on Cleveland. You guys, hey, this is a wrap. I told you guys I was going to have somebody inside the Little Hut podcast. Check it out, share it, tell everybody you know that Kiana Belcher is in town. And of course, on Monday, she'll be inside the Power Zone for Sisters of Strength. And yes, we are sold out. So next time, listen, you'll go out there and get them tickets, won't you? And don't forget, tomorrow we're actually giving away a BMW, baby. Didn't know that, did you? It's bright yellow. Show enough, show enough, show enough. As I say always, listen, it's time for me to go. Listen, I know that you don't like me, and I'm cool with that because I told you 10 times out of 10 when you don't like me, guess what? Dum dum, I don't like you either, right? So that's what we have in common. But real talk, hey, you guys know if you need me, call me. But you better not talk about me. You know why? Because y'all know I got a platform. Unlike the secret squirrel lady, I get you back. Brown, 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 that damn brown on Cleveland. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be on my show. You don't have to be a star, baby, but you better be bold. You guys have a great week. The Browns on vacation. Listen, I'll talk to you guys, but I will see you Monday inside the Power Zone. See ya. Say bye, Kiana.
Goodbye.